Time for ScrawlrBox. I've been covered in glitter for days. Oh well. So, ScrawlrBox review. First one that I've done on the channel. Back ordered this one. It arrived on Wednesday and I've been dying to open it since. It's driven me mental having to wait, but I've had other stuff to do. My craft room is an absolute mess. If you could see this, you would be disgusted. Be horrified. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's see what we've got. So you can back order a bunch of ScrawlrBoxes from the ScrawlrBox website. I know what's in this one, but I don't know what the inspiration is, because they always give you like a little card with some sort of inspiration word or phrase on it. So we go through this bit first. So last time I subscribed to ScrawlrBox, you didn't get a magazine, so that's pretty cool. I'll have a look in that in a minute. You get a bit of artwork with every ScrawlrBox. And this one is from SP0. Instagram, Facebook. That's pretty cool. Quite like the unicorn. Love the colours. It's the reason that I picked this ScrawlrBox. It's the colours. Marker pad. It's quite nice thick marker paper actually, because every time I've had a marker pad, the paper's been really thin. But this is actually it's really smooth. But I don't know if you can hear that more than anything. It's quite nice and thick. That's 250 GSM, acid free, 10 sheets. Gecko sketchbooks. Made in Britain. Not many things made in Britain nowadays. Right. So the contents. Well, I've done an awful job unwrapping that now. Let's have a gander. Woo! So, love POSCA pens. This is why I ordered it. It's for the POSCA pens. Because £17 to back order ScrawlrBox. You're looking at a set of POSCA pens alone. I had a look at Hobbycraft and it's £18 just for the POSCA pens. And then I'm getting the sketchbook, getting a drumstick sweet. Rhubarb and custard. Yeah, I'm not eating that. Rhubarb and custard, no chance. And then you get the other bits as well, so it is just more than worth it in my eyes. A little ScrawlrBox sticker in the colours. And here's what we have. Scrawler challenge. Well, they made this smaller since last time. So last time I had a ScrawlrBox, you had one side was a complete menu and the other side just said the Scrawler challenge on it, nothing else. You didn't get the Scrawler zine, so change that now. But yes, so each box provides you with a selection of art supplies and inspiration, but we also want to spark your creativity. Every month we'll give you a challenge word or phrase to be interpreted however you wish. Try and create something using only the supplies in this box. Good luck, and don't forget to share your creations with us. So that's just telling you what you actually get. So September. So September's little phrase that they came up with was, it's time to get creative and dig deep into your imagination. With this month's box, we want you to step away from the landscapes, portraits and observational drawings and create something never seen before. Invent a creature or character that may have similarities to something else but has never previously existed. So it's going to be completely from your own imagination. Well, we'll see how that goes. This newly created character needs to come from your imagination and be born onto the page. Like I said, this is the first time it will have existed, so don't forget to name them and create a little backstory too. See, the backstory is probably always the best part. So character creation. Right. So, I think the first things first. So we've got all the POSCA pens. This Faber Castell Ecco Pigment 0.6. Mars Lumograph Black 2B Staedtler pencil, made in Germany. So soft, it draws on your finger. And the POSCA pens, we have Lavender round tip, You have coral pink, round tip, aqua green, round tip. I don't know why I'm holding it, got a box. White, round tip, smaller. So these ones are 1.8 to 2.5 mil, and this is 0.9 to 1.3 mil. And then you've got the black one, obviously, black and white. Right, so let's clear this out of the way and get a doodling. Right, so you'll have to bear with me with the glitter. It doesn't want to come off. It's just, I was doing wedding invites yesterday, so it's a mess. Right, let's have a play. Problem being, don't have an eraser, but you know, improvise. Right, so I mean, I quite like the unicorn and the gecko. Not that you guys can see that, I don't think. I know what, we'll have a look through the ScrawlrZine before I start. So, ScrawlrZine. So you've got your black graphite pencil, specially formulated lead compound with extra carbon for super black pencil marks, which, you know, it draws on your finger, so it's going to go down pretty well on paper. Add water. Feeling adventurous? Try adding water to the ink for washed out effects. Do you know what? I'll try that. So, water. Try that with the Posca markers. Let's see if we can get that washed out effect. I wonder if it works like watercolours. So, or like, yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. Posca friendly pad. That's the point. I wonder how the water's going to react on the marker paper. I wonder if that'll go down well. What else have we got? So it says even more detail, add some finishing touches and tighten up the details with the pigment liner. That's the point. It does say waterproof. Pigmented ink, waterproof, maximum light fastness, acid free. So should be alright with the water on the Posca pens. We'll find out. It gives you a bit about the featured artist. Some pretty cool. I like that. I love the colour of that. So just some instructions there for you. Tips from the artist on how to use them. Scrawly gallery. Oh, so they showcase people's artwork in their little ScrawlrZine. That's pretty cool. Like I say, last time I had ScrawlrBox, none of this was in here, so well, they didn't have the magazine. So it's pretty cool moving forward. Street Art Origins. Oh, Scrawlr update. Let us know what you want to see in your next box. That's pretty cool. So your feedback can actually change the boxes. So if you get enough people saying that they don't really like Poscas or they love Poscas, they'll change that. Oh, right. So character creation. Well, before I do that, I'm going to test them all out. So let me take all of this ridiculous wrapping off these pens and I'll be right back. Right, done. So start swatching with, try this colour first. I'm guessing you shake it. Yep, shake, press down, draw away and put it back on. Because this is my favourite colour out of all of these. It's got to be this one. Love it. Well, nothing coming out yet. Maybe you have to hold it for a bit. I don't want to damage the end of it. Ah, starting to come out. I can just see it there at the base. Come on. I'll just leave it for a minute. I think leaving it bleeds it out a bit better. There go. Ooh. Yes, look at that. Such a pretty colour. It does, I think it is tearing the paper up a bit though, which is interesting because it's supposed to be nice. But yeah, if you're looking at the thickness, that's about the sort of thickness that you're going to get with this. Right, next one. Here we go. Colours are just brilliant. So again, that's the sort of line thickness you get with that one. Coral! Right, let's colour this in. I'm not such a fan of the coral, but not really into your orangey pink colours. Seems a bit thinner. Apparently they're all the same size though. A good shake first. Oh, see, that's quite a bit thinner. If you get that and compare it to that one, it's quite a bit of difference in there. We'll see that on the paper in a momento. Way! We finally have some colour out of the black one. Oh wow. That is a lot thinner. And that is awful to try and colour in with. You could use it as a chunky liner, I suppose. Yeah, you see that's quite a bit thinner than the other ones. Quite thick paint markers. Are they acrylic? I think it says on it. See, the black one though, that is taking ages because that's still not down to the bottom though. Came through the centre, which is a bit weird. Whereas the other ones came down through the outside, ink paint wise. We'll try it on the black. Well, see, it goes quite nicely over other colours. That just feels a bit rough there, where it's like the marker's taken up the paper and ruined it a little bit. It's not like it's pure white, it's like it's taken a tinge of whatever colour is underneath it, only slightly. I don't know if that's just my eyes, but you know, each through, everyone sees things differently. Right, so Faber Castell, don't know how you want to say it. Again, everyone is different. Ooh. Yeah, may as well just outline the box. Yeah, it's quite nice. Feels quite sturdy, and I'm quite heavy-handed, so that's probably a good thing. Yep, it's just quite a nice pen. And then 2B pencil, just a 2B pencil. Next job, I wonder what these go like with water. I wonder if you should wet the water. I wonder if you should wet the page first, because they did seem to dry pretty quickly. Maybe if I try it over the dry first. I don't want too much water. Did they actually lift up, or are they permanent? That seems pretty permanent. Is it lifting a bit? Oh, it is lifting a tiny bit. Right, okay, so it doesn't travel that well. Like that. So if we do a little while it's wet, just water. Okay. It is more kind of like, it travels a bit like a watercolour. That's pretty cool. I wonder what it's like if you put water down first. I don't want to overly wet the page because it's not watercolour paper. Just bleeds straight out into it. Like a little spidery bleeding effect. So yeah, Works better if you put down paper first and do it while it's still wet. But then I suppose you have to be pretty quick because these do dry pretty fast. They do seem to travel quite well. I suppose you could use them similar to watercolours, but I suppose they're more like gouache, that once they're down, you're not really going to lift them. Yeah, that's quite pretty. I like that one. These two together I think go the best. I'm not a fan of that coral colour, but that's just my preference. Right, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Know when to stop. Important lesson. Always need to know when to stop. Not quite to the standards that SP0s is. Not even close. But it's done. It's dark outside now. It was light when I started this. Joys of winter. So maybe see you next time if I didn't scare you away. It was pretty bad. I'm sorry. Bye.